Be me, name is Rachel. 37. Operations coordinator at a regional hospital. Been here 8 years, started as an admin assistant. Worked my way up through dedication and long hours. Hospital has about 400 employees across all departments. Doctors, nurses, technicians, admin staff, maintenance. It's a demanding job, but I love healthcare. Knowing that what I do helps patients get better care. Even if I'm behind a desk doing schedules and budgets, I'm part of something meaningful. The admin department has 45 people. Mix of men and women, pretty balanced actually. We handle billing, scheduling, HR support, compliance, facilities. My immediate team is 8 people, 5 women and 3 men. We work well together. Everyone pulls their weight. My supervisor is a guy named Thomas, 52, been here 20 years. Old school but fair, promotes based on performance. He's the one who saw potential in me years ago. Gave me opportunities to grow and learn. I owe a lot of my career to his mentorship. Never once felt like being a woman held me back here. Thomas treats everyone the same, expects results. Doesn't care about anything except can you do the job. That's how it should be in my opinion. Everything changes when Thomas announces his retirement. After 20 years, he's ready to spend time with his grandkids. Big farewell party. Lots of speeches about his legacy. Everyone's wondering who will replace him. I'm secretly hoping I might be considered. I've been here long enough. Know the department inside out. But I'm realistic, there are other qualified candidates. Whatever happens, I'll support the new director. 2 weeks later we get the announcement. New director of administrative operations. Her name is Monica, 44, comes from a hospital in San Francisco. Has an impressive resume, led major process improvements. Also, very active in healthcare women's leadership circles. I look her up online and find articles she's written about breaking glass ceilings and empowering women in healthcare. I think that's great. Representation matters. Looking forward to learning from her. First day, Monica calls an all-department meeting. She introduces herself and talks about her vision. Wants to transform our department into a model of excellence. Also wants to address historical inequities. Says women have been underrepresented in healthcare leadership. Even though women make up most of the healthcare workforce, she's going to change that starting with our department. I'm nodding along. These are valid points. Women do face barriers in leadership. I've seen it. Not here specifically, but in the industry overall. Then Monica gets to the specifics. Puts up a slide titled Women First Advancement Initiative. My stomach tightens. New promotion policy effective immediately. For any open leadership position in the department. Female candidates will be given priority consideration. If a female candidate meets minimum qualifications, she will be selected over male candidates, regardless of experience differential, until gender parity is achieved at all leadership levels. I look around the room and see mixed reactions. Some women are nodding approvingly. Most men have that frozen expression of disbelief. A few women, including me, look uncomfortable. I raise my hand and Monica calls on me. I ask what happens if a male candidate is significantly more qualified. Monica smiles and says qualifications are often biased toward male traits. Things like years of experience and aggressive leadership styles. We need to value different qualities like collaboration and empathy, which women naturally bring to leadership roles. I want to push back, but she's already moved on. My coworker Daniel catches my eye across the room. He's been here 6 years. Works incredibly hard. We both know he was hoping for the team lead position opening next month. He's the most qualified person for it by far. Now he has no chance because of his gender. Meeting ends, and people scatter quickly. The energy is weird. Nobody knows what to say. Daniel walks past me and just shakes his head. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't have to. I catch up with him in the break room. Ask how he's feeling about the announcement. He laughs bitterly. How do you think I'm feeling, Rachel? I've worked 6 years for that team lead position. Now I'm automatically disqualified because I'm a man. I tell him I'm sorry. I don't agree with this policy. He says it doesn't matter if you agree. It's policy now, I'm done here. I ask what he means. He says he's going to start looking for other opportunities. Why stay somewhere that explicitly tells you you're not wanted? I don't have an answer for him. Week 1 under the new policy. The team lead position gets posted internally. Daniel applies anyway, figures he might as well try. 2 women also apply, both less experienced than him. One has been here 2 years, the other just 18 months. Both good workers, but neither ready for leadership. I've worked with all of them, I know their capabilities. Daniel has trained both of them at various points. Interviews happen and Monica makes her decision. Ashley, the one with 18 months experience, gets the position. She's nice but visibly nervous about the responsibility. Daniel takes it professionally, congratulates her publicly. But I can see something die in his eyes. The guy who trained her got passed over for her. Because of what's between their legs, not between their ears. I feel sick watching it happen. First month under Ashley's leadership. She's struggling, anyone can see it. Doesn't know the systems well enough. Makes decisions without understanding the consequences. Daniel quietly fixes her mistakes to keep things running. Doesn't complain, doesn't throw her under the bus. Just does the work because patients depend on us. Ashley knows she's in over her head. I catch her crying in the bathroom one day. She tells me she wasn't ready for this. Didn't even want to apply, but felt pressured. Monica strongly encouraged her, said it was important for women to step up even when they don't feel ready. I tell her she's doing fine, trying to be supportive. But inside I'm angry. Monica set this woman up to fail. Used her as a symbol instead of seeing her as a person. Ashley didn't need a promotion she wasn't ready for. She needed time to develop her skills. Now she's drowning, and everyone's watching. Month 2 and more positions open up. Every single one goes to a woman, regardless of qualifications. Marcus, 15 years experience, passed over for a woman with 3 years. Kevin, top performer for 4 years straight, passed over. Daniel, already passed over once, doesn't even bother applying. The men start leaving. Daniel gives his 2 weeks notice. Gets a job at another hospital, better pay actually. Marcus leaves a month later, takes a position at a clinic. Kevin starts working remotely for a consulting firm. Within 3 months, we've lost 7 men. All experienced, all high performers. All explicitly told they had no future here. Monica celebrates the departures in a department meeting. Says we're making room for women to rise. The gender ratio is shifting in the right direction. I'm sitting there thinking we just lost 50 years of combined experience. The men who stayed are doing the bare minimum. Why work hard when promotions are impossible? They come in, do their required hours, go home. No extra effort, no innovation, no mentorship. Can't blame them honestly. The women who got promoted are struggling. Not because they're women. Because they weren't ready. They were chosen for their gender, not their abilities. Set up to fail by someone who claimed to be helping them. Ashley comes to me constantly for help. I spend hours covering gaps in her knowledge. Hours I should spend on my own work. My performance is slipping because I'm doing 2 jobs. 3 other promoted women are in the same situation, leaning on more experienced staff to survive. But the experienced staff are mostly gone now. Q3, and the department is falling apart. Billing errors increase by 40%. Patient scheduling conflicts double. Compliance issues start piling up. The hospital board starts asking questions. Monica blames the departed employees for not transitioning properly. Says they sabotaged the department on their way out. I know that's not true. Daniel left detailed documentation. Marcus trained his replacement for 2 weeks. They did everything right. The problem is the replacements weren't ready. And no amount of documentation can replace years of experience. I start documenting everything myself. Every mistake that happens because of inexperienced leadership. Every time I have to fix something that shouldn't be my job. Every complaint from other departments about our performance. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. I'm trying to protect myself. When this blows up, I want receipts. Month 6, and things hit crisis level. A major billing error causes the hospital to lose $200,000. Wrong codes submitted to insurance for hundreds of patients. The person responsible is one of Monica's promoted women. She didn't know the billing system well enough. Made a batch error that went undetected for weeks. Monica tries to blame the system, says it's a software issue. But IT pulls the logs and shows it was human error. Specific changes made by a specific user. The board calls an emergency review. They bring in an outside consultant to audit the department. Monica is furious, calls it an overreaction. Says the board is undermining her leadership. Consultant spends 2 weeks reviewing everything. Interviews staff at all levels, reviews performance metrics. I'm honest when she interviews me. Tell her about the promotion policy. How qualified men were passed over. How unprepared women were set up to fail. How the experienced workforce left. She thanks me and says I'm not the only one saying this. Month 7, the consultant presents findings to the board. I'm not in the meeting, but I hear about it. Findings are devastating. Department productivity down 35% since Monica started. Error rates up across all functions. Employee turnover triple the hospital average. Exit interviews consistently cite promotion policy as reason for leaving. Multiple promoted employees report feeling unprepared and unsupported. The consultant's conclusion is damning. The Women First Advancement Initiative created a competency crisis. By prioritizing gender over qualifications, the department systematically removed its most experienced workers and replaced them with underprepared staff. The result is predictable and preventable organizational failure. Board calls Monica in for a meeting. She's terminated effective immediately. Escorted out by security with a box of her things. I watch from my desk as she walks past. She doesn't make eye contact with anyone. Part of me feels bad for her. She believed in what she was doing. Thought she was helping women. But good intentions don't excuse bad outcomes. Especially when people warned you it would fail. Interim director appointed while they search for a replacement. Guy named Harold from the finance department. First thing he does is suspend the Women First policy. Says all promotions will be based on qualifications going forward. Second thing he does is reach out to departed employees. Offers to rehire anyone willing to come back. Daniel agrees to return, gets a raise, and the team lead position. He was always the right choice. Marcus comes back too, missed his colleagues. Kevin stays at his consulting job but agrees to do some training. Slowly the department starts healing. Ashley asks to step down from her team lead role. Says she wants to develop her skills properly before leading again. I respect her for that. Takes courage to admit you're not ready. She goes back to her previous position. Takes on a mentorship program with Daniel. Learning from him the way she should have from the beginning. Within a year, she might actually be ready for leadership. On her own merits, not because of a policy. New permanent director hired 8 months later. Woman named Dr. Patricia Williams, 55, decades of experience. Impressive credentials, proven track record. She got the job because she was the best candidate, not because of her gender. First meeting, she addresses what happened. Says she believes in advancing women in healthcare, but not through policies that set them up to fail. Real empowerment means developing skills and earning opportunities, not being handed positions you're not ready for. She implements a new mentorship program, pairs promising employees with experienced leaders, regardless of gender, based on potential and fit. Creates clear advancement pathways with defined milestones. You know exactly what you need to achieve to move up. Department culture starts to recover. Men are willing to work hard again because they see a future. Women are being developed properly instead of thrown into the deep end. Collaboration returns. People help each other. 2 years later, I finally get my promotion. Director of Operations, reporting directly to Patricia. I earned it through years of hard work and proven results. The selection committee was 3 men and 2 women. They chose me because I was the best candidate, not because of any policy or initiative. Just my skills, my experience, my contributions. That's how it should feel. Like an achievement, not a handout. I think about Monica sometimes. She's at a smaller clinic now, I heard. Probably still pushing the same policies. Still believing she's helping women. By treating them as a category instead of individuals. Here's what I learned from watching her fail. You can't empower women by disempowering men. You can't create equality through discrimination. You can't build people up by tearing others down. Real advancement means developing everyone's potential. Promoting based on readiness and ability. Creating opportunities for growth, not token positions. Ashley is now a team lead, 2 years after stepping down. She earned it this time. Put in the work. Daniel is her biggest supporter, proud of how far she's come. That's what real mentorship looks like. Not politics, not quotas, just people helping people grow. I have a daughter now. She's 3. When she grows up, I want her to succeed because she's capable. Not because some policy gave her advantages. I want her to walk into rooms knowing she earned her seat. Not wondering if people think she's a diversity hire. That's the legacy I want to build. Not women first, not men first. Excellence first. Let the best people rise regardless of what they look like. That's actual equality. Not the performance Monica was selling. Anyway, that's the story of how my feminist manager created a women-first promotion policy, passed overqualified men for unprepared women, drove out all the experienced employees, watched her promoted women struggle and fail, lost $200,000 through preventable errors, got investigated by outside consultants, got fired when the evidence was undeniable, and learned that good intentions don't excuse bad outcomes. The women she claimed to help were set up to fail. The men she pushed out were proven right. The department she led nearly collapsed because she prioritized symbolism over substance and treated gender as more important than competence. Turns out women don't need special policies to succeed. We need the same thing everyone needs. Opportunity, development, and fair evaluation. Judge us by our work, not our chromosomes. That's not asking for much. It's just asking for equality. The real kind.